Excuse me, more. What's going on, good people? Hope everybody's blessed, amazing in this world. Um, Welcome to the channel. I am Royal Vibes, your intuitive guide. This is a collective love relationship singles kind of reading. Since we are in this area or arena of Valentine's Day, I don't really do much celebrating, but um, yeah, I found it. In fact, not the fact that I found it, but Spirit gave me some energy in reference to it. So I thought it was the perfect time to actually bring forth a message, especially because we're in lovers season. Um, Welcome to the channel. Hope again everybody's doing blessed and amazing. And you're safe and sound wherever you are. Everyone that you love and hold near and dear are the same. As for me, gratitude is my attitude. Very thankful to be here. Very thankful that you're here. 20 subscribers in. And yeah, I think I'm doing fairly well. I can value my mission and where I am and where I'm going. Absolutely. So yeah, we're gonna jump right on into the reading. And yeah, just make sure you don't shoot the messenger, I am all for love stories that are beautiful and this, that, and the other. But Spirit has me in a sense of uh, making sure you all know that you should be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. I know Spirit people, a lot of people are not in relationships, or some of you are some of you are in relationships and still, they're you're feeling lonely. You're feeling lonely. Folks that are not in relationships are feeling lonely. And there are some that are in relationships that are feeling quite the same. So we're gonna see why Spirit has brought this to my attention, or to our attention, and move accordingly thereafter. All right. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. If you're in the New Orleans, happy Mardi Gras. Happy the Mardi Gras. All right, successful. That's funny because when I was tossing the cards, that was the first card that came out a minute ago. What that was? Oh, puppet. We talked about the puppet last night in the reading. If you missed out, please go back and check it out. Check it out. Surely something's there that will bless you. Mm-hmm. Y'all know I like flipper outers. That's number 36. Someone maybe the age 36. I'm making 36 this year. Rejection. No. Spirit said, be careful what you ask for. Because God will give you what you ask for and show you exactly why you don't need what you think you need or what you think you want. Sudden wealth. That's a good deal. And some of us are in relationships and feeling lonely, and some of us are without relationships and we are feeling lonely. So that means you're in your mental space isn't where it should be. Secret weapon. Unseen by foes, ready to be unleashed. Quietly, deadly, a silent strike. No rejection. Success. Successful, sudden wealth. Well, that's a good deal. That's absolutely a good deal. Can I see what rejection and secret weapon is about? Oh, Lord, it's the imprisonment. Let me see. If that come back out, ooh, somebody got, I don't know. Sudden wealth. Keeping your hands clean. And this don't have to be just, be careful what you ask for, be a relationship. It could be whatever the scenario could be. Whatever you're asking for. Look, destiny. Whatever you're asking for. Spirit said, oh, wow. All right. Time, relentless advance. Number 64. Two more. Thank you. False flame. Rejection. Be careful what you ask for. Maybe God has you alone for a reason and a season. It's a season. You have to get some things within you together. He has you on a path of financial success. Look, loneliness. See, there you go. Abandonment. Be careful what you ask for. Third party situations. Can I get one more? Ooh. The Super Bowl Sunday, all kinds of things. We have warning, bang, bang. Interest at the very bottom. And I'm going to put that with that wealth over here. And take bang at the bottom. Help. Seeking help. Imagine that. Seeking help. It says crying out for support. Help arrives from unexpected quarters. Invisible forces of help guide you through troubled waters. Somebody like you. Somebody just like you. Somebody just like you. All right, we have successful. Rich, and that's 36. And it speaks on seeks validation through fame and feels unstable. The spotlight is I'm sorry. The spotlight is only a momentary joy. Material abundance leads to spiritual scarcity. Success. So it isn't really and truly the success that you are, that it could be. Right? Success in every area of your life. It's what it could be. Right? And I mean, of course, financial wealth in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There's money here, money here. Look, money in all. So be mindful. Yeah, we want relationships and stuff like that. Just be mindful of the people that become attached to you because of you are because of your financial stability, sudden wealth. Making sure you're vetting folks that are coming near, making sure they're not masking, they're for manipulation. Be careful what you ask for. We want relationships, but is it our time? Is it our season? Is it the right time? Right? God is not going to put you in a relationship where it's going to be faulty. When God put it together, nothing can take it apart. Right? Be careful what you ask for. Just to say you have a relationship or you're in a relationship. Some folks is settling for piece of relationships, piece of men, pieces of, a significant other just to say that they're in a relationship, and quiet is kept, still lonely, and still seeking that validation. Because relationships, you feel like relationship, some folks, I would say not all of us, but some folks are, I mean, validation, relationships is where they seek the validation, right? They aren't themselves if they aren't a part of something, a relationship, a friendship, a situationship. you know just be mindful that folks and their agendas, be mindful of folks and their agendas. All right, everybody that come to say that they're your friend, want to get closer, ain't they're not there, not everybody's there for your greater good, right? Some are there because some of us are desperate for relationships. Imagine begging God for a relationship for which we shouldn't even beg or ask God for love. If we love ourselves enough, God will put us in a place where, and love ourselves enough and love others, God will eventually put us in a place where we can be found by our significant loved one. Especially if you're a woman, you know what I mean. A man that finding a wife finding a good thing. It's not the other way around. This is scripture here. I'm speaking nothing but the truth, so help me God. And I know you can probably listen to other readers, and they're gonna tell you what you want to hear, what you like to hear, what you much rather hear. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, and you can do whatever you may with the truth, right? Um, that's what it's here for. That's what I'm here for. So yeah, just be mindful. All right, sudden wealth. False security. See, false security lingers in material abundance, masking deeper voids. That's what I'm talking about. Covering it up. You are feeling, uh, you know, lonely in relationships, and uh, relationships that's not serving you, or maybe you're not a part of a relationship. Maybe you are longing for a relationship to be a part of something, but it's for us God's people. It's definitely about timing. We want what we want when we want it. Imagine begging God for a relationship, and you end up begging him to take it out your life, remove it from your life. See, and that's when you find out what you thought you wanted is not what you really wanted, needed. So yeah, false security. That's number 11. False security lingers in material abundance, masking deeper voids, constant craving for external validation dims the value of inner worth. Now that's funny because this card actually speaks about seeking validation through fame, and feels unstable. So you can have all the money in the world and still have, you know, just be miserable and lonely, and quite just kept, some folks have all of this money and they just want somebody to entertain them. They don't care if they're being used or manipulated. But the crazy part about it is just to let you know, they may not care about that. And some of these folks may not care about being used or being, manipulated for what it is that they have. They just lonely enough to, say, okay, I'll take that just to have somebody around. And then yeah, as trauma bonding, spreading yourself thin, soul ties, all kinds of stuff that's created just for sake of saying you have somebody around. But when folks still take advantage of those kind of people, you still walk away with dirty hands. So make sure um you take the higher road. You know what I mean? Just because the situation offers you that opportunity to manipulate or take advantage of somebody who's willing to be taken advantage of, don't mean that you are doing the right thing. You know, oh, they say it's okay. I don't, no, your hands are dirty, and that's not um moving with morals and values and integrity, right? So we have number 9 here. Excuse me. And it says interest. Chasing material gain at the cost of deeper connections. Value wealth over emotional bonds. Profit prioritized health. Heart overlooked. That's what I want to say. Heart overlooked. hmm Meaning, I guess for this person here that don't mind, all the manipulation or what have you, just to have somebody around. Maybe you've been in your career your whole life and never actually slowed up to actually get a relationship or have a relationship. And maybe you at this point in your life, you have money, you know, but are you able to love another? Have you loved on yourself enough to love on another? You know, again, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're not lovable and you can't love or be loved, yeah, it's irrelevant. Yeah. You have all the money in the world and be miserable. Nobody really want to be around you. You got to pay people to come spend time with you. You know what I mean? And that's a scenario for some people. That is definitely a scenario for some folks. But you do have rejection here. This could apply to someone else or the same story. You know, you're used to rejection, so you are. Rejection is a thing. It's been a thing. So you instead pay people for their friendship. Be careful what you ask for. You want a relationship that bad? No. Imagine not recognizing yourself at the end of said relationship, and because you have given everything just to seek validation, exterior and interior validation concerning this, what you would call a relationship, a situationship, in fact. Right. All right. So no. Um. And this is number 65. And it says, blames themselves for rejection and feels unworthy of acceptance. Right. That's why you out here seeking validation and throwing around your money, showing people your money. And that's exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get exactly what you're looking for. Exactly what you're looking for. Instead of, building who you are, loving on you, so that, you know, you are in a position again to be found, or in a position to look for who it is that you, and be able to pick who you want because you've done the work on you. You know what I mean? You get to pick. Yeah. Someone one tell you no, another. You know what I mean? You don't have to. Excuse me. Settle or expect the worst. To think lowly of yourself. You know what I mean? No more blaming yourself for rejection. People are who they are, and you can't make them want you. You can't make them love you. You can't make folk love you. Not even money. All money not good money for some folks, right? And some people are not excited about money. Some folks have their own, always had their own. So when somebody comes with money, it's not a big deal. It's like you begging somebody to take advantage of you. But if you knew how to love yourself and love others, you wouldn't have to do this. You wouldn't have to be so desperate with having someone in your life. right? Because eventually that's gonna get old, and then what's gonna keep the person there? Money ain't gonna always keep them there. Just like love ain't the only thing that keeps a relationship in play. It's a whole bunch of factors, right? Excuse me. Yeah. Let's see. Rejection offers a lesson in resilience. Feels trapped in a cycle or a cycle of rejection and unable to break free. So instead of breaking free, just sitting down, relaxing, maxing and relaxing, just you know, enjoying this because the season of being single. Just enjoy the season of being single. There's some things that God is working on you, showing you, and He can't show you if you're distracted with other things. You know what I mean? See, that's what I'm saying. That don't shoot the messenger. I know it's lover season, and some of us would love to be in relationships, and some of us been out of a relationship for a long time, and that's because you are working on yourself. It's not in vain. You know what I mean? That stuff is gonna be there. It's gonna be there when you're ready. It's gonna be there. In fact, and when you're ready, it's gonna come find you. When you busy fixing you and loving you and working on you and loving on, what I mean, loving you to the point of you not missing out on not being loved. When you can love yourself to that level, then you're gonna be ready. But if you're not, yeah, if you're not ready to do that, have put those efforts in with loving you, you know, loving your neighbor, right? Loving you and your neighbor. That's a different thing. That's a different kind of love. Kindness and righteousness. You know what I mean? If you're not out here living like that, people are in relationships, and you're looking at folks that's in relationships who more than likely don't need to be in a relationship. Who's some folks, and I can commend them that who have been in relationships since day one and have not let or allowed anything or anybody, person, place, or thing come in and hinder what it is that they have. There are solid relationships like that, and it's a beautiful thing to see. You know, a beautiful thing to witness. Then there are some that are quite the opposite. So as for me, at this point I'm kind of like weird about relationships. I'm kind of like scared to be a part of something, you know, because things are weird and things are crazy out here. And folks are only thinking about themselves. Soul ties, trauma bonding, just all kinds of ships around here. And ships sink, you know. They float, but they also sink. When there's holes in the foundation of that boat, it's sure to sink. All right. So we have secret weapon here. And it says, and it's number 4, y'all. It says, unseen by foes, ready to be unleashed. Quietly, deadly, a silent strike, revealing the arsenal of the unseen. Hmm. Yeah, money can't buy me love, B. Money can't buy me love. I know they had the movie, and then they had the one with Nick Cannon and what's her face. Yeah, it only works like that in the movies, Pook. Money can't buy me love because once that interest is gone, and this person finds somebody that makes more than you, and the money that you provide ain't enough, then rejection all over again. Then you brought back to point E. You know, yeah, just be careful what you ask for. Like I said, we want a relationship that bad where we're okay with, you know, allowing. these kind of things that happen to ourselves just to say that we're in a relationship. I think not. I think not. All right. Number 73. This is destiny. You see them on a horse. And it could very well be your destiny. You're just out of order with it. You out of order. God don't bless out of orderness. Okay? Disorderly. He don't bless that kind of mess. Right? He can bless a mess, but not that kind of mess. When you out of order, you out of order. There are things that needs to be you can't say, okay, because you see everybody in relationships, everybody getting married, everybody have children. I get it, but again, timing is everything. It was for them. It's their time, whatever time it was that they, it was that time. And then again, some of them are moving out of order, and you can see it. Some people are getting married just to say they married, just to be spiteful, getting at the other people that this person. It's just a whole bunch of other stuff as the reasons why people are getting married, not for the true reason of what marriage is all about. You know, and it's kind of scary, to sit back and watch people go 20 grand in behind a wedding, and 6 months later they separated. Like, what kind of stuff is this? What are we doing? Oh, and then we lying in front of God. How you take your vows in front of the man of God in a church, just having God included on that marriage, because that's what causes. I mean, that's what you need in order for a marriage to work. But when you vow before God, you know, that's a new window of opportunity. That's a new level of grace. He putting his stamp of approval on it. You know what I mean? Vowing before him. So yeah, it's weird. Folks ain't taking that to heart no more. I didn't heard stories where folks is in front of the pastor, but the night before they was doing what they do, or a week after marrying somebody. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just weird out here. Just to say that you have a relationship. I mean, I wouldn't put myself. If I know this person I'm with ain't really for me, I don't really want this person. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna let it go, because they deserve who they deserve, and I do too. You know, and I'm not gonna sit back and just accept no anything, because I'm worth more. I'm worth so much more than that. And when I'm speaking about me, I'm speaking about you and all of us. Right? Worth more. We don't have to settle the scarcity tactics. That happens when we aren't worthy, and we are worthy. You just have to sit back and chill and relax. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna come to you. Let destiny happen the way that it's supposed to happen. Work on you, fix you up, love on you. So when someone else loves you, or someone else they add on to it, or when the love isn't there, you can feel it. You know it's not there. There's no excuses that can be made for that situation. It is what it is, and you're able to see it and handle it accordingly, and move that way as well. Right? Whew. Destiny. It says passionate love and strong desire will bring fulfillment and joy. Destined to be together, your happy ending is assured. See, strong, unbearable bond, and it is yours. It's yours, but it has to be a certain order and time. A place and time. You can't move out of order just because you have the money, you have the wealth, or what have you. Um, and you want to have somebody to share it with, make sure you able to share it when that time comes. You know what I mean? Make sure you're able to um I don't know. Is we want what we want when we want it. And yeah, God is not in the business for hurting any of us. However, if you continue to ask him for a certain thing and he showed you this thing, he showed you several times and give it to you. That's how he showed it to you. And we still come back and we ask for the same thing. The 50th time you ask, he know for sure you really want it. Oh, you gonna keep asking me for it? And I told you, because I showed you I wasn't giving it to you. It ain't for you. Oh, okay. You won't play with fire. All right. All right. No worries. Asking you shall receive it. Anybody that like anything, they made it ask for it. That's it. Be careful what you ask for. Because he might just give you what you asked for, and you will find out it's not greater later. Sell yourself short. It's crazy. Time relentless advance. And it says, this is number 64, 65, 64. I thought 66 was on here. Anywho. It says grapples with the irreversibility of time and its permanent impact. Understand time's relentless advance and the impossibility of reversal. Yeah. Time you can't get back. That's why you need to be worried about focus. Just focus on you. Focus on you. Right? You're around here desperate for a relationship. You walking into trauma bonds, soul ties, manipulation, false flames, and now you damn near 100 grand in, right? 100 grand in because of all these false energies you just giving all out, just to say you want somebody, just to say you have somebody. Literally, your secret weapon for a woman who's fascinated with with money. That would definitely be up her alley. And crazy enough, there's a lot of women that are looking for simple minded folks like that. That's simple minded, you know, fools. Gotta be smarter than that. Gotta be smarter than that. All right. So, false flame, it says, puts you on an emotional roller coaster and causes distress. Partnerships hinders, let's see, your progress and creates obstacles. Intentions are unclear and makes you feel insecure. Yeah, as it should. Because eventually you find out, you know, these folks is really truly around for your money. The minute you tell them no, you actually see who they are. When you start developing boundaries, you begin seeing who they are, but you can't develop those boundaries when you let them in the door the way that you let them in the door. That's like giving a child cookies and ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a whole week, and then telling them the next week they can't have it. Well, you let them rock like that. You and then you tell them they can't have it like that. No, loneliness, just for validation. You thought that would make them happy. I'm gonna let you have the ice cream and the cookies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. because I know it make you happy. It's not healthy, but I know it make you happy. Whatever. All right. So number 44 and 44 might be a thing for you all. Four is here several times. Got 4, 64, 24, 44, 14, and 6 is also here several times. And number 1 for new beginnings. Number 1 is here several times as well. Number 7. All right. So we have loneliness. Number 44. It says distant twin flame fuse your spiritual journey and inner growth. Solo venture reveals hidden truth and personal growth. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you gotta do the thing solo. It's cool to have some extra set of hands, extra minds. You know, already you're not gonna let you waste on folks' time. Time you can't get back, they can't go back and do it again. So it's gonna be a timing thing. You're gonna be right, they're gonna be right, and it's gonna be right on time. On that, there's no loneliness. You alone, but you're not considered lonely. I'm alone, right? I don't have a relationship. I'm not in a relationship, but I'm not alone, right? This solace, this time by myself is designated for my greatness, for my growth. It it's here where I'll be doing the most of my growing, finding what I love about me, right? What makes me love. Right? All right, so we have abandonment number 29. And it says efforts seem invincible, invisible, and feels undervalued. Experiences genuine hurt and feels deeply betrayed. With that rejection, when you finally, when you decide to say them, okay, let me see if so and so, because I'm there all with the I love yous and I'm this and you that, and because well, when you showed them your money, you should have known that was what you showed them your hand, your so-called secret weapon. Yeah, you were begging folks to use you, basically begging folks to use you. So the minute you say no to this person after you've been yes in this person this whole time, again seeking a validation from them, and from not within, seeking validation from those folks, and yeah, you find out it ain't really what it's hitting for. That they'll walk away from you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Say no. Say no for any little anything. Say no because you created that monster, and you gotta keep up with the program now. You say I ain't gonna be rejected no more. I'm gonna throw my money around. Cause I could do it like that. I'm wealthy. I got it. It ain't tricking if you got it, kind of thing. That sort of thing. And yeah, you get to see how people really work. Money will change everybody's perspective. Money will change. I ain't gonna say everybody, most people, because I've always known that all money not good money. Especially if I gotta use or manipulate somebody to get it, it ain't mine. I don't want it. because you're still a given a choice. Even though it's that easy for you to get, you're still a given a choice. Just because you think nobody's watching or that person's allowing you, hey, guess what? God sits high and look low. He don't sleep. Just because that person, so you have no idea, God may have brought that person across your path just so brought you across their path so they could, have a choice. Oh, it's gonna be a lick right here. Either it's gonna be a lick for you, or folks is gonna walk away because they know better. They much rather keep their hands clean. You know, just because you say it's okay for them to use you, don't mean it's okay. Because they have a choice, righteousness to the like thereof. You know. And then when they be wondering why all these weird, crazy things happening to them later on down the line because they chose to do that to you, even though you was dangling the money in front of them. See, look what I got. You know, you were dangling the money in front of them. Didn't care. You just wanted to have somebody to come home to. Uh, but it's not worth it if it's false. If it could be threatened, yeah, it's not worth nothing. All right. This is why. Oh no, it doesn't say why. It says third party situations, but it does say why on it. Number 14, it says another person disrupts your relationship and causes turmoil. Trust broker by infidelity and struggling to rebuild. I'm sorry, trust broken. Let's say broken, not an R. It's not broker. It says trust broken by infidelity and struggling to rebuild it. That looked like an R. It really did. But yeah, third party situations. Here they are. They playing around with you. Some of these folks is playing with you. Say, all right, and already in relationships, but you're a lick. You've been a lick to some of these people. Keep your money in your pocket and your mouth closed. Shut up. The right person gonna find you, and in fact, they gonna match your fly. All that wealth you got, they gonna have wealth too. They gonna add on to what it is that you have. You ain't gotta be subservient to, you know, desperate disparity. You know, all to say you're in a relationship. You dealing with folks that's dealing with folks, and here it is. It's like a job, really and truly. They come in and lick you, meaning get from you, take from you, and take back to where it is that they, you know, sounds like some Jerry Springer stuff to me. Lord, what's going on here? But it's the truth is necessary. The truth is absolutely necessary. So whoever you are, you know, keep your money to yourself. And it could be more where that comes from. I get it. However, God said be wise, not a fool. Not a fool. You're a whole lick out here right now. And then you can cry about how much they licked you for. You put it on front row street. All right, number 17. 17 may be significant. Bang, bang is a warning. And it says, fire a warning shot as a sign of authority and control. Skips necessary steps to gain an advantage. Didn't I say you're out of order? Skips unnecessary steps to gain advantage. All because you got the money. They say, I got the money. and I got the power. Nah, not really. Not really. That's what the music say. That's not really the scenario though. Especially when you call yourself really wanting a relationship and slow it down. Karmic relationships, huh? Too bad, so sad. Pardon-moi. Memories. Mm. Nostalgia, repetition, attachment, retrieving, reliving the past. Oh my God, and let it go. Oh my God, the brain. I mean the eyeballs. Relax and let it go. Mm-hmm. And repetition. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. Solitude. See? When this is where, excuse me, this is where you're supposed to be. That is exactly where you're supposed to be. Solitude and being cool with it, being okay with it, because anything other than that right now, you're out of order. This card says retreat, introspection, silence, go deep within yourself, right? And you can't make those kind of moves. Solitude isn't, you know, as you are in company of somebody else. Now, crazy enough, you can be, like I said, you could be in a relationship and still feel lonely. You know what I mean? It's a thing. All right, balance is here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Learning how to balance everything that's on your plate right now. Because again, God ain't gonna give you a relationship and add anything else to you if you aren't good with balancing what it is that you have. Again, you can't move out of order and expect for it to be blessed. God honors and respect order. So, balance, it says yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher self. Hmm. Be careful what you ask for, baby. Be careful what you ask for. Blessings. All right. Protection, attention, love. Your guides are always with you. As you know, ergo is this reading. The reason for the reading. Your guides is always with you. Let your light be a blessing. And stand on that. Stand in that. And God will sure to bless you with everything else that your heart desire if it's within his will for your life. You can't move out of order just because you want it. Pause. Pause. Observe and appreciate. Wow. That's some instruction for you. Pause. Observe and appreciate. Chill out. Pause. Observe where you are. See where you are. What it is that you have. And appreciate what it is that you have. Because right now you're taking it for granted. You're taking it for granted. You are. Or we are. Some of us are taking it for granted. You know. Again, you have to appreciate where you are. Observe. Stop. observe, and appreciate where you are, so God can bless you again with all your heart's desires. Just cut the deck on union. Can I get a couple more, Spirit? Somebody just like you. Lost flipped over in the deck. Oh, I say lost flipped over in the deck. Y'all see the card? Look. I'm going to pick it right on up. I say lost flipped over in the deck. And there you go. Loss, abandonment, rejection. I understand why you feel the way you feel. You don't know who is who and whether or not the person, well, if you stop putting your stuff on Front Street, you can find out who is who. You know what I mean? And then you're mad when folks liking you and only wanting you because of what it is that you have, your money. Chill out. Be careful what you ask for. Just to say you have a relationship, nah, it ain't worth it. It's bad when a person in a relationship and a boyfriend or they significant other is cool with them coming to play with you like that. You know what I mean? Third party relationships, third party situations. They okay. Long as they getting that money from you. Long as they ain't gotta do nothing else. Give you a little time, you gonna give them some money, and they get to go enjoy that money with their actual significant other. You know what I mean? And maybe you cool with that. Maybe you cool with that. But again, you can't get mad at the end of the day when they decide to walk away and you like, okay, I gave you all my and I did and they're gonna say, well, I gave you my time, I gave you and cause I gave you. So and then again you back at point A. So if you stop making yourself available to this type of energy, you will not have to um constantly have to deal with rejection, abandonment, loss, right? Always, literally, always having to sit in that energy and back to point A again. Spirit says, stop. Stop hurting yourself. Stop doing this to yourself. You know what I mean? Stop doing this to yourself. Appreciate you. In fact, appreciate those things that folks can't see in you that they can't appreciate. Show them how to appreciate. We show people how to love us by how we love ourselves. So God is encouraging you to do that. You can't move out of order. You have to first learn to love you. And accepting nothing less than that. Accepting nothing less than what you are actually worth. You should know your worth. But you don't know your worth because you wouldn't allow folks to come in and do this to you. And again, you may be okay with it because again, there may be more where that comes from. But after giving yourself and giving yourself and giving so much and giving so much, you haven't held on to none of it for you. Loving yourself back to life, loving yourself, again, showing folks how to love you, baby. You gotta do better. We have to do better. Right? Skips necessary steps to gain an advantage. Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Someone just like you. I don't even know. That's not the words to that song. It's actually somebody like you. I keep saying someone like you. I don't know why I keep saying the wrong words. All right, addiction. I've been doing good. Haven't really had to take off the glasses. Addiction distorts everything. Addiction to attention, addiction to relationships. Again, some folks need to be in a relationship to feel validated, even if it's at the expense of their pockets, right? Their time. Addictions. Addiction addiction distorts everything. Truth, trust, priorities. Until healing begins, healthy love can't grow in this soil. Right. I told you about the instability. You can't build it on a faulty foundation and expect for it to actually um grow and evolve into something greater, something better. Right. Can't plant bad seeds on bad soil, in a sense. But there is an addiction, and somebody may be actually dealing with an addiction to alcohol, drugs, sex. You know, it can be an addiction to anything that is done excessively. I was looking for you, buddy, and it came on. Addiction to validation. Addiction to being the man or the girl, that guy, that girl, because of the money, you know. Anything? Okay. That's never happened before. Okay. All right. Domestic bliss. It says, there's a beauty in the ordinary when it's the right person. Folding laundry, making coffee, or doing nothing at all. It feels like home. That's right. That destiny, that destiny energy. So it's rightfully yours. It's rightfully ours. God has somebody for everybody. You just have to be patient. And again, get your stuff together, right? Making sure, again, you are aligned with the destiny that God has for you. You both are aligned with the destiny that God has for you. If you're not working on yourself, then and they working on themselves, then you prolonging the connection. Anything else? Thank you. It says best friend. Um, you can spend hours doing nothing together and still call it the best day. Just being together is more than enough, right? Yeah, you paying for friendships, you paying for validation, you paying for you more of a friend to folks than they are to you. Be careful what you ask for, just for relationships, just for friendships, just for valid. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth your values. It's not worth, you know, depleting who you are. Look, bad sex. My God. And then here it is, you going off into basically giving your just spreading your soul out, just giving everybody pieces of you that you can't get back. Time, energy, your body, your mind, your emotions, your money, and can't get none of that back. The chemistry is off, and you feel it in your body, and you still, folks is still out here just giving willy nilly. If you're not turned on, your body is giving you honest feedback. In fact, I think you are more turned on by the situation, addicted to it, just freely giving yourself, taking away your own freedoms. Can I get one more, Spirit? Thank you. Open heart. Lord have mercy. I said, give me one more, and that one more came out. It says, together, you're unlocking new levels of intimacy. Because real love begins where the walls come down. hmm And that's when that's when it, I would say that's in reference to, in reference to your situation, in reference to where you are, due to, again, a rejection, abandonment. You feel like, okay, I ain't really got to give my heart. I can give my money. I can give my time. You know what I mean? I'm a hold my heart, but that's not really loving. You know what I mean? And it's cool. You don't have to give your heart to everything and everybody, every person, place, or thing. And I mean, I guess you're good with that. You don't have to give your heart to every person, place, or thing. It's okay to guard your heart. It's okay to do that. Open it when it's necessary, when you feel or deem it necessary. I can dig that. But just, again, spreading yourself thin, just giving yourself to people just to say that you know, you had company, you had, somebody in your bed, right? Just, and it could be long gone. 5 people a week in your bed, all them spirits just sitting there. They long gone, and the spirits just sitting in your home, in your house, and you wonder why things is uneasy. You're feeling uneasy, right? And for you to just stopped, paused, and did the jubilee. Oh, I'm just playing. Um, Stop, pause, and observed and appreciated. I don't know why I started shuffling again. Uh, um, because that was the last one. Yep, definitely the last one for that deck. All right, dang! I just had a vision of a grocery store that I go into in my dream. And this store, I swear to God, like, I don't know why I'm always in a rush in the store, like a supermarket sweep. I'm always in a rush, and it's dark. It not dark, but the light, they don't have like lighting. Well, I ain't gonna say they have lighting ultra because there's lighting there, but the lights aren't like fluorescent lights where they're really, really stupid bright. I can see the coolers and everything, like where the meat and stuff sit. That's what I just was actually seeing. I don't know why when I'm a part of a reading, sometimes those my dreams come back to me. And it's dreams, like I tell y'all, my dreams are reoccurring. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Hey, and I wanted to tell y'all too, when I mentioned to y'all about, that it being revealing last night, and being honest with things, and who I am, and expecting you all to do the same, showing you how easy it is once you've done the work and you've done the healing. And I also wanted to say too, as I told you all about the married guy that I had dated, um God put it in my heart and convicted my heart to the point of, I had to talk to his wife, and to the point of, it wasn't anything messy or anything like that, because she found out about me. And I had to apologize to her, for my doings and my wrongdoings, and not just apologize to her, but apologize to God and ask him for forgiveness, of course, and apologize to myself for living in that low budget energy, you know what I mean? When that is not me, and God expects so much more from me. So I just wanted to give y'all too a solution to that too, because somebody may be going through that situation. And you know, um when you take from the world, and things happen like that, you are putting yourself in karmic debt. And karmic debt causes God and the world, the universe to remove things from you, take things from you, which will cost you more. Will cost you more, It's gonna cost you. It's really gonna cost you. So just remember the things that we do sometimes are cost associated. And it may not be finances, but it's karmic related, karmic debt that will definitely have to be paid back. And yeah, when you keep your hands clean, you don't have to worry about those kind of things. When you keep your heart pure and your mind and eyes on the prize, yeah, you don't have to look over your shoulders and worry, about those kinds of things. You know what I mean? Because you know that you are making the greatest efforts, and those efforts are, yeah, not in vain. So we're gonna move forward. I didn't got hungry. I went to make hot chocolate and I think my milk went bad, y'all. It was a bad situation. I took a good old gulp too. Wasted my cocoa powder and my sugar. I was mad. I was mad. Look, partying. Party addiction, money. Party over here, you buying out sections for her and her friends. They all using you. Come on, chill out. Talking. Now it's okay to have, conversations with people. It's all right. It's all right to do that, but you ain't gotta be all, look what I got. Look what I got. Look what I got. You want it? Look what I got. You want it? Look what I got. Look what I got. You want it? You want it? Do you really, really want it? Huh? Old school. It ain't tricking if you got it. You pour that old school, I get it. Pimping since been pimping. Uh-huh. I understand. Outdated thinking and conditioning, replaying events, memories. Over in your head, over and over and over. All this rejected. I know. I know where to get them. I ain't gonna get rejected no more. I ain't gonna get rejected no more. I got that money. They like that money, honey. I'm the bank. I'm the bank. You want it? I got that bank. I got that bank. You want it? You know? And then you wondering like, I wonder if she liked me because I like her. I wonder if she liked me because, you know, here it is. She wants you for your mucho, dinero, your chalup, your queso, that cheddar. They want the cheddar. They want you to stick you for your papers, boy. Sister, girlfriend. Keep your dollars in your pocket. They ain't gonna know you got it if you don't show. Around here fronting. Oh, I got that cash. I pull up to my $1 million mansion with my 6 cars in the driveway. They ain't gotta know you got all that. Your presence and everything gonna speak for itself. It's gonna speak for itself. I'm just saying. You ain't gotta do all of that. What's understood don't need to be explained, baby. Just saying. You know? Around here talking just to hear yourself talking stuff like that. And folks say, oh, okay, he sound like he won't be used. Oh, okay. Well, it ain't really that bad if he want me to be used. I'm looking for somebody to use. Oh, it's the perfect opportunity, huh? All right. Everybody winning. Party over here. Party over here. Ascending. Learning and expansion. Transcending. Preparing for union. New phase. Yeah. Have you just sit in the cut, chill, get out the streets and let the rats eat. Let them do their thing. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? Your stuff gonna come to you when it's supposed to come to you. That's it. Don't trip. Don't trip. What's yours is yours. Think about it. Dang, my hair grew out fast like a mug. I'm just realizing this. This was like almost like the end of last year with my hair cut like that. Dang, what you using? Miracle Grow? It's a miracle it's growing. Oh my god. It was just after one of these cards just a second ago. It was at the bottom of the deck. And it came out. All right, mirror. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. See what I'm saying? Trauma bonding. You out here, you know, it's too much. It's too much. They broken, you broken. It's the perfect scenario. You're not broke. You're broken. That's what I'm saying. You're broken. Anything else? Can I get one more? It's not that I don't want you here. I can't remember how I go. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I only want to make things clear. I don't know if that's really the words. I smile every time I try to resist you. You can get away. Oh, we can get away. Palm Street Beach view on everything. All right, passions. A passion. Insane chemistry, sparks, having fun, equal interest, burning desire. That is for the one that is for you. Truly, truly for you. It's one that you've been mirroring, you know, linking with because of, all these trauma bonding wounds and all of that stuff. Just out here just giving yourself, spreading yourself thin. And then when you really find who you want, you trauma bonded and yeah. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Well, you could have just been in your place, in your space. Get ready for, this new chemistry that's soon enough available to you. If you move accordingly. Come away from this spraying yourself thin, giving yourself out. Gotta be a part of something. Like, sit your ass down. Let the money in you, that your money got. Let the money pile up. Huh? Let it pile up. Collect some interest. Y'all here giving it all willy-nilly. Shoot. Lighthearted and adapted. Finding out and change. Things coming to a light and heal. The dragonfly. Maybe you are seeing dragonflies. Maybe you have a dragonfly tattoo. Maybe one of your little strumpets that you've been seeing got a tattoo or a dragonfly tattoo. If you do, if it is the situation, we talk about you. We talk about you. Go on and step away, put the money down, and step away from the hood rat. Huh? Put the money down and step away from the hood rat. Huh? All right. Get out the streets and let the rats eat. That ain't your place. The chaser. I'm just saying. Lord. Seduction was at the bottom just now. Seduction was at the bottom just now. Y'all saw my eyes. Seducing the folks, and they think y'all both seducing each other, mirroring it. Both of you, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna stick him for it. And she, both of y'all, just downright wrong. Just all kinds of wrong. And here it is. You want a relationship, and you settling for all of this. You think God gonna give you what your heart desire, a relationship, somebody that's gonna truly, truly look. somebody that's really gonna be for you? You think he really about to give you that, and you still stuck in this? I want what I want now, cause I want it. You little spoiled baby, I want it. Well, if you want it, you're gonna have to deal with what you're dealing with, and you just gonna keep prolonging destiny. Just go on, just long as you know that. All right, just long as you know that, cause ain't gonna time to be babysitting nobody. Lord, is that it? That card came out. Seduction, sure enough, came out. Ship. Didn't I talk about the ship? The ships have come in. I can't remember how the song. The ships finally coming in. Somebody I can remember. Bowen. Somebody. All right. Seduction. It says attraction, teasing, hooking up on a date, third parties, temptation. They go to third party stuff again. Everybody and everybody. I'm just saying. It's just we gotta have boundaries. All right. Soul ties is just slinging everywhere. I'm like dodging shit. You know what I mean? It's just too much. It's too much. Look, chasing that ship, huh? Chasing them ships. Jesus Lord. Be careful what you're chasing. Be careful what you look for. You're looking for. It might end up chasing you. Be careful what you ask for now. Just trying to tell you. Fear of abandonment. There go that abandonment thing. Chasing codependency. Because I just gotta have a relationship. I'm not myself. I don't feel like myself if I'm not spreading myself thin. I'm not giving all my money out. I'm not loving everybody I can love. Is it really love? Huh? I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Is it really love? Them ships, huh? They sail and they sink. I'm just trying to tell you. Cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving. Let the ship do what it do. Sail or sink. We on the one. I think that was a wrap for that one. Voilà. Merci. Je t'aime, mon amour. Je t'aime comme cela. Affairs of the heart. Together we've grown. If things fall apart, all I want you to know is, baby, your love is life changing. And I wouldn't be the same without you, darling. Excuses. You have so many reasons. I was gonna say excuses. So many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can. Yeah, so many reasons that it never works out. And you know why. What's understood don't need to be explained. We don't have to get too in detail with that. Your inner knowing. Right? You know. You know why the excuses are excuses. And typically they work for you. You know what I mean? Spirit says, if you know the excuses or reasons why it don't work, let's work on why it can and it should. And once you realize that you aren't there at it can and it should, that it would encourage you, hopefully, to move in that, that realm of it can and it should, doing the work, right? But again, you can't do it and move out of order and expect for God to bless it. It just won't happen. When all light knock up and all light knock up and now I'm mere immortal again. Brought the belly full and all the fans gone home. I'm glad that you're more than a friend. Baby, your love is life changing. And I wouldn't be the same without you, darling. It's people just like me and you that pass me in the traffic. Never fall in love, and so they have to say me lucky. Enough of them not fortunate enough to have somebody. Some just cannot see beyond the flesh, and it's so funny. Never get too caught up in yourself to feel the magic. True love come and pass you by. Pass you by. True love come and pass your life. Something. It is so tragic. Opportunity is there, so take it while you have it. Whether last mile they will make a big mistake. Life and gone for good, they missed out something well great. What loyal and full of fake, enough of them are move fake. How are things separate? We can't separate, cause I will miss you, baby. And I can't live without you, darling. That's Damian Marley. Junior Gang. Damian Junior Gang Marley. Bless up. When the tour bus stuck off and I'm like, I was trying to get it the right way. And I'm a mere mortal again. Promoter belly full and all the fans gone home. I'm glad that you're more than a friend. Baby, your love is life changing. And I wouldn't be the same without you, darling. Told you. It's similar. The cards saying what I've been saying. They keep saying what I've been saying, you know. Well, I forget it right. Get out the streets and let the rats eat, man. All them jumbies you allow around. No good for you, man. No good for you, man. All right, so fear loneliness. It says you stay in bad relationships because you are lonely. Ja, Lord, be okay with being with yourself solo. Lo. By yourself, mano, imanu. Just saying, it's okay. It's okay to be by yourself. Seeking perfection is at the bottom of the deck. It says everyone has flaws. Choose only five small. Wait, huh? Choose only five small. Girl, that's not what the card say. Jesus Lord. Choose only five must haves and deal breakers that matter. Choose only five must haves and deal breakers that matter. Whatever. All right, past trauma. Didn't I tell you? Trauma bonding, all of this. Yeah. That's what's keeping you tied to this energy. I can have what I want when I want. I ain't gotta really make no commitment. I want a relationship, but this better than a relationship. I can have what I want, who I want, when I want. Well, yeah, they say it works. Don't be crying when you didn't sow yourself short to too many folks, too many people. And now you really looking for a relationship and you can't call back nothing you've given out. Time, money, effort, that loving, you know what I mean? You can't give all of that out. I mean, talking about trying to, whatever. All right. You had to be there. You had to be there. All right. So, past trauma, you need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. Before you want a relationship again, you're out of order. There's some things that need to be healed. See, and then that's how you know things need to be healed, because if you were healed, right, you wouldn't be so prone to, handing out them dollars hoping that folks you'll gain their attention and keep it long enough where hopefully the money won't matter anymore. That it's hopefully love, you know. But if you do it right the first time, you don't have to come back and do it again. Giving too much. Lord. The card, y'all saw the cards in my hand, they came out. I don't be playing with y'all. Spirit don't be playing with me either. I don't play with spirit either, baby. I don't know. I know better. I know better. Quickest way to end me, to play with spirit. And you too, for that matter. Okay. But I could only speak about me in reference to that. All right, so giving too much. That was just a warning. Please heed it. All right. You are depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. Didn't I talk about that earlier? Lord loves the answer. Yes, darling. Love is truly the answer, man. Not giving for folks to love you. Not having to give to get validation. Buying folks. You're just giving way too much. Love is really the answer, not finances. Not what a person can do for you. That adds on to it. It's land yap, of course, but it's not solely what a relationship is built on or what it should be built on. Right? All right, love's the answer. I love when the cards just like aligns with the title. Because that lets me know that God has really been working on it. And see, this is how I know when it's him. Like I might think about it for 3 days, the story or the storyline or what have you. It might come to me that morning, and all day he'll be forcing me, like putting it in my heart to do it, or adding more to it, adding more to it, adding more to it. And then when I come to do it, it's time to sit down and actually do it. If I remember it, everything he gave it to me all day, that meant it was supposed to, I'm supposed to sit here and tell you. If I can't remember it, that means it was only for me. It wasn't for me to tell you all. So that's exactly what's been happening with a few of the things that I've been coming to you all and speaking to you all about. And this being one of them, being careful what you ask for. Because yeah, it really like stood in my heart all day, and I was saying to myself and just was testing it. I was like, so okay, guy, like, all right, bring it all back to me, what we were supposed to be talking about. And then in the instance, right quick, I got my answer. All in my head, I asked for it, and my answer is given to me, and that's how I know that this is him that is bringing forth this information. um Again, he, because that's who I call him, and that's what he is to me, because I am a fatherless child. I am also a motherless child, but my mother had been here most of my life, and she raised me. She was here to raise me, so it wasn't like I did a long time, many years without her, which I did. But um yeah, I had a long hair longer than my father. So, and I still feel her presence. So I can't say that I'm really a motherless child, And then not just that, she's given me blessings, different women in my life that she's okayed to give me that motherly wisdom and, truth and just love, you know, that love that all of us need. You know what I mean? It'll never replace what my mom gave to me, but yeah, it's working with a little something. And I can value that. I can appreciate my honorary mothers. You know what I mean? Be it at work, be it at school, be it, my neighbors, whoever it is, I could definitely value and appreciate that love that my mom said it was okay for me to, she's overseeing that I get and that I need. And for my sister as well, we need that. All right, so did I get everything? I think I did. I think I covered all my love cards. Not all the love cards, but because there's two decks over here. I don't feel like they are affiliated with the conversation, so we're not gonna go there. The Hidden Truth Oracle, but I am going to prepare to take us out, take us home. Prepare to take us home. Now, where are those cards? To prepare to take us home cards. Okay, here we go. alone in a room. It's just me and you. I feel so lost, and I don't know what to do. What if I choose the wrong thing to do? I'm so afraid of disappointing you. So I need to talk to you and ask you for your guidance, especially today when my mind is so cloudy and got me until I'm sure I open up. Is she saying my mind or my heart? I can't remember. I don't know why that came to me, but it did. All right, so this card it says, "Don't be afraid to say I love you," or "Thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing sappy." This card came out last night. You will never regret a heartfelt "I love you" or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret saying not saying it, rather. And in this case, I think this card here, it doesn't really reflect the "I love yous" to the people. Is first starting that design of that work on you. Again, we're out of order if we're trying to give love to folks that where we aren't able to love ourselves, to the point. I mean, like, you can't love somebody else, right? You can't love somebody else if you haven't first begun to love you, you know? And again, that's out of order. And being out of order is destined for failure, right? No more skipping steps for an advantage. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Say goodbye to your past and leave that baggage behind you. Akuna Matata means no worries for the rest of your days. All right. This one says, in your journey, there will be times when you feel lost and confused, lonely and angry. These are the times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. That's right. That feeling of needing to, or wanting, absolutely wanting to be a part of something, to the fact that you sign up for being misused and abused. And crazy enough, these folks is creating karma for themselves, so they signing up for it and they don't even realize it. They signing up for it, and then just because you said you cool with being used, don't mean it's a righteous move. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be too bad, so sad for them. Take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live and own it. That came out last night too. That came out last night too. I'm going make me some tea since my milk went bad. I'm so upset about that. I wanted to make me some bread. I've been making my own bread loaves. I don't buy loaves of bread no more. Bunny ain't funny no more. All right. A little bit of faith goes a long ways. Remember that. Yeah, have faith that you deserve love. You deserve your best friend. You deserve everything that your heart desire if you just be patient. You know what I mean? Love on you, and God is going to send somebody in your life that's going to love on you just like you love on you, if not more, right? So appreciate the love you can provide for you. And if you can appreciate your love that you provide for you, is inevitable for you to find or have someone in your life to do the very same thing. You know. All right. Bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. Yeah. Just be patient. Just be patient. All of what your heart desire is yours. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it right now, but great things are coming together for you and you're good. As we read this, trust the process, have faith, and let it unfold in divine timing. That's right, God's timing, the best timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine and for your good. Absolutely. Absolutely. My little fat arms. All right, we have consciousness that just slipped on out. She said, I won't be here. I'm coming out first. Me, 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 me. All right, all right, all right, all right. We have trusting. The spirit was just encouraging you to trust this process. Trust that everything is going to work out in divine timing just for you and your good. Openness and open hearted is here too. Open heart came out. All right, we have progress at the bottom of the deck, and it says, excuse me, each day as I recognize the divine within me, I progress further along the path of my spirit. Today, I respect my needs, observe, pause, and observe and appreciate. Sounds good to me. Sound like you're getting it. All right. Today I respect my needs, observe what happens within, and do my best to maintain a positive attitude. I have faith in my inner strengths and capabilities. I grow and improve each and every day. Today, God's opinion of me is the only one that matters. That's right. As it should. Right. Consciousness. It says, today I pay attention to every thought and feeling that I manifest. My outer world reflects my inner consciousness. I pour the light of my awareness of my most constructive thoughts so that they will grow and produce the experiences I want. Mindful of what I create in this universe, I become an expression of divine light. Well, I guess that little whatever vehicle that was put that stamp of approval on that for you. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, we have trusting. Did I show y'all consciousness? But we have trusting here. Trusting. And trusting says, today I trust in God no matter what happens as my day unfolds. I will remember to remain in harmony. I will maintain my sense of humor and I will keep my focus on God's love for me. In this way, I will minimize drama and increase my inner spiritual strengths. That's right. God says, again, get out the streets and let the rest eat. Trust the process. There's a reason why we need you to sit over here in silence and quiet and observe, and appreciate you and your situation, loving on you and your situation so that you may in turn be able to do that for another and to another with another, the one who is specifically designed for you, strategically placed on your path just for you. Yeah, I will maintain my sense of humor. I will keep my focus on God's love for me. That's right. This is him showing that he love you by bringing forth this information so that you can stop selling yourself short, spreading yourself thin, connected to, drama and trauma binding relationships when that's not for you. And after you've spread yourself thin, then what else do you have to give you and or another, relationship or the person that God has for you? If you've given yourself to everything and everybody they come across you, even if, you know, they only want is your money. You know what I mean? That's kind of like entrapment. They supposed to know better and not fall for it, but you dangling money in front of people's faces, and, yeah, they jump and react. You can't be mad about that, you know. And then at the same time, they chose, and then they'll have consequences also to deal with. So be careful what you ask for. Both in both scenarios, both situations, you being the taker, I mean the giver, and them being the taker. Be careful what you ask for. Now this getting deep. It's for both. It's both scenarios, both parties. You know, the giver and the taker. All right. In these ways, I will minimize drama and increase my inner spiritual strength and growth. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be. Just trusting the process. You know, trusting there is a process specially made just for you, and everything is gonna work out in your good and for your good if you obey the signs. If you know, work in a, the order of things, the correct order of things. All right, so openness we have here. Openness. And it says, I know that when one door closes, another one opens. This is exactly what's been happening, like a rotating door. But yeah, we're getting better and we're going to get better. I trust and believe that. All right. I have faith in that. Right. Today, I trust the universe. I trust myself and I trust life. No matter what has gone before me, what was or what has gone before me, I have faith that something better is on its way. My willingness to release the past prepares me to accept the many new opportunity God opens before me. That's right. Because now you are focused on you, focused on loving you, and now God is excuse me, blessing you with all that your heart truly desires and what he has for you. Not just the fact that your heart desires it, but how about being aligned with what he has for you? Actually having your heart aligned with your destiny, what God has for you. Yeah, it's no sweeter, greater place or no sweeter thing. You know what I mean? Um, and those who know, who feels it knows it. You know, surely I'm not the only person who can identify with that. And yeah, I'm grateful for the feeling. Of course, I'm. I don't want it no other way. Shoot, I love encouraging other folks to get like it. Find yourself in that kind of situation. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. All right, bottom of the deck it says rain fell upon the earth 40 days and for 40 nights. Genesis 7:12. Rain fell on the earth for 40 days and for 40 nights. 40 days, 40 and 40 nights. Long as I got you tonight. No one gonna touch you tonight. That's one of my favorite Afrobeat songs. His name is TK, and I forget the young lady name that sang it. But that's one of my favorite songs. Anywho, she being Mary, um, what will bear a son, and you, Joseph, shall call his name Yeshua, for he will save his people from their sins. Matthew 1:22. And see, when I talked about the part of Revelations when the lady who has the baby and who's that God is putting her up in the trees in the forest and everything to hide her from the dragon that's trying to devour her and the baby that she's holding, that's supposed to come here and rule the world with a rod of iron. Yeah, that was his, that baby, that was his, what I want to say, his mentioning, that was his mentioning, and this was the mentioning of, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, or his entrance, his, what I want to say, how he was introduced to the story originally, you know, the morning star, bright morning star. All right, so we have, the Lord will rescue me from every evil deed and bring me safely into his heavenly kingdom. To him be the glory forever and ever. Amen. 2 Timothy 4:18. That's crazy. These eyes is weird. All right. So this one says, I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he is I'm sorry, it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you cannot do nothing, or you can do nothing. John 15:5. I am the vine and you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. That's right. So don't take for granted the money and all, the whatever the situation you sit in or whatever. God said you have that because of me. Don't think it's strictly because of you. You out here just giving it willy nilly and craziness and stuff like that. Folks is around here using you, and you are out here, yeah, whatever. Chill out, cool down. You got to slow it down before you lose control. All right. Um, let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. Hebrews 10:23. I love that. Especially after reading John 15:5. I am the vine and you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Remember that. I am the reason. I am your just cause. I am your why. I am your cause and effect. I am your just because. Reason having. Reason having. I welcome. I don't know what made me grab that. Because I'm finished the reading. I don't know what made me pick up these cards and I grabbed this one. So I got to read it. It says, I welcome. I welcome life as it presents itself to me today. I take each step on my path of fulfillment with God and good faith. Sorry. Um, I swim easily with the flow of life. I embrace all experiences the universe bestows upon me, even those that may prove challenging. I know all will fall into place for my greater good. Absolutely. Yeah, I welcome it. We welcome it. Yeah, more, greater, better is on its way if we just humble, relax, let the money pile up. It's gonna be there. Okay, I get it. But let the money pile up. And then when you find the one that's for you, or that one that's for you find you, then you'll have something to share with. Share it with them. You know what I mean? As they bring forth more, right? Better, greater, right? They're gonna have something to match your fly, something to match what you got to offer, right? Instead of you just giving, giving, giving. That's an imbalance going on. And trust and believe you're gonna find a whole bunch of takers. Givers ain't gotta givers gotta have the problem with giving. Because takers don't have it. You know what I mean? Takers gonna keep taking. If you just in the business for giving, they gonna keep taking. They in the business for taking. Yeah. So don't be somebody's lick, man. Don't be somebody's lick. Just cause you lonely and you desperate, you want somebody to share this your time and space and money with. I get it. Your love with, I get it. I understand. It's I understand, but it ain't worth your your heart, your integrity, your morals, and your values. It's not worth spreading yourself thin with, you know, all these energies that's holding on to you, and you'll never get back. You'll never get your time and your effort. You'll never get anything back, and you don't have anything to show for it. You know what I mean? So I hate for that to continue to be like a repetition thing for you. It's gonna continue to be that unless you get tired. You don't want to do this with yourself anymore. You're tired of hurting yourself, because in the end, that's exactly what you're doing. And having to start from point A again. That can take a toll on you after a while. You know what I mean? So you got to be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. Um, yeah. So hope that helped y'all. Really, really hope that helped. Please like and subscribe. Make sure um you are subscribed so you won't miss out on any of my future readings or any of our future readings. Because again, I'm not exempt. I am doing this for us, right? The betterment of God and this world, his people, and the world in it. I'm sorry, the world and its people that's in it. Dang, I just had another flashback of another dream. But that's crazy. I don't know why. I still have yet to tie in why I have like flashbacks of the dreams. Like I pop into my dream and I'm awake. I'm actually talking to you all right now. So I'm not asleep or nothing like that. So I can't say that's why my dreams are running across my mind. But eventually, like sometimes they just, I could be in the middle of a conversation talking to anybody and then just something, yeah, it just pop in my brain. It's crazy. But anywho, I could still um to find value and appreciate it. There's a reason for it all. In fact, I think if all my spiritual stuff will stop happening to me, I would think God, his hand is off of me. You know what I mean? I would think he's not around me if, you know, I'm in my safe space. I could again value and appreciate where I am. I'm not where exactly especially want to be, but I'm getting there. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, and ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Trying to tell you. Anywho, be blessed, be amazing. Be careful what you ask for, huh? Please be careful what you ask for, because God just might give you what you're looking for, and you're gonna be begging Him to remove it. And yeah, that's not real life, right? That's not real life. That's not what he wants us he wants for us, or wants us to subject ourselves to. Yep. But again, be aware, be blessed, um be you, be authentically you, and no one else, right? No one else. Find out who you are and love it. Love it. Until next time, check me sooner than later, y'all. Such a blessing. 20 subscribers in. Y'all the bomb.com, baby. I don't care what they say about you. You could have been anywhere. Subscribe to anybody. You subscribe to me. Yeah. It's what it is. And what it's gonna be. Peace. Peace in the Middle East, in the South, in the West, in these New Orleans streets. Get out the streets and let the rats eat.